Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from cloudy San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are fired up and ready for a great day today. Had a vision in my mind for those of you who have ever seen a puppet, old school puppet. The old school puppets where they have the strings on a little thingy from up above, and they're pulling on the strings and making the puppets arms and legs and head move around at will. And my question to you this morning is, are you a puppet? Are you allowing yourself and choosing by default to allow circumstances, situations, people to pull on the strings of your life, affecting what you do, how you do it, and most importantly, the story you tell yourself about why things are happening to you? This is a very simple question and yet a very profound revelation if you can get some understanding here, and that's my desire to share this with you very quickly this morning. I would like for you to know that most people are puppets. Most people are being pulled to and fro emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even spiritually and physically by circumstances, situations, and people around them. You know what stinks about being a puppet? What really stinks, there's a lot of things, but what really stinks the most about being a puppet is that you are part of somebody else's plan. And you have the power to create and execute your own plan. It's been said that if you don't have a great plan for your life, you're probably part of somebody else's great plan. And there's nothing wrong with that if that vision you have for yourself, for your big life, fits in within a bigger vision of someone who maybe has developed more leadership or has more experience or who can mentor and grow you into what you're attempting to grow in. But what I'm really talking about is a kind of victimhood and puppeteering that robs a person of their joy, get this guys, by choice. Robs them by choice, by the story one tells themselves. Well, if they would just do this, then I would do that. Well, every time they do this, it makes me feel this way. Well, when she says or does that, I get angry. No, they don't make you angry. You choose anger. You see, you had the opportunity to choose grace, and you have the opportunity to choose forgiveness, and you have the opportunity to say, like we say in Texas, it's kind of like this in Texas where we say, well, bless your heart. I'm just being real, y'all. Well, bless your heart basically means, bite me in Texas from time to time. You empower people to control you as a puppet by giving up your power to decide, to choose your response. You have the power to respond, or you have the weak opportunity to react. Let me say that again. You have the power to respond or a weak opportunity to react. And it's truly your choice. That's the empowerment I would like to leave with you today, is that if you find yourself, for the most part, negative and unhappy and bummed out, it is likely because you are being puppeteered. Now, I'm stopping in a parking lot. That's why my hands are not on the wheel. You're likely being puppeteered around by somebody. Check this out. This is kind of cool for those of you that hung in there. This is what it's like. By the way, you're in the trunk of my car. Tell me how this feels. This is how most people will take care of you. See ya. That was uncool, right? The video went dead for a minute, so I'm going to wrap it up here real fast. So the challenge that we have here is you are either going to be a victim or a victor. You will either be a victim or a victor. And I just want to make sure you understand one thing, that you possess the power to choose how to respond to a situation. And really, that's the most empowering thought that I can give you today. The most empowering thought I can give you is simply this, is just recognizing that you do have the ability to choose. You can choose anger or you can choose forgiveness. You can choose frustration or you can choose fascination. You can choose to be upset by it, or you can choose to say, an interesting opportunity. I have the opportunity to figure out here. What I'm helping you to understand is that you do not have to be a victim. You can be a victor, and it's taking captive your thoughts. Now, we've said in the past, you can't keep a bird from flying over your head, but you can dang sure keep them from building a nest in your hair. You may not be able to control the first thought that comes into your mind. However, you can control how long it's going to stay there and whether or not you're going to be in agreement with it or you're going to replace it. So when you hear the old thoughts like, well, that makes me mad, just go, well, that doesn't make me mad. That's a choice that I have. I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm just going to be like, pew, pew, pew. Do you like those sound effects? Pew, 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 pew. You just shake that crap off your shoulder and just be like, whatever, man. My joy is way too precious and makes me way too powerful for me to empower somebody. Cut those puppet strings today, y'all. Snip, 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 snip. Cut those puppet strings today and realize that it is your choice and your decision how you respond and react to any and all situations. As Tony Robbins says, there's no meaning to a situation except the meaning you attach to it, and you get to attach the meaning to it. Are you a puppet? Only you can answer that question. I hope you choose to cut the strings today and realize the power the good Lord has given you to choose how to respond instead of being a victim of reaction. Have a great day, guys.